Hey, want to see something really cool? Flower that looks like a praying mantis? Yeah, this is real. And there's actually a very good reason for why it does this. Praying mantises are known as some of the most fierce predators in the insect world. They sit and wait for their prey to get close before they strike with their giant forelimbs. But this orchid mantis is a little different. Instead of waiting for its food to get close, it gets the food to come to it. See, when an insect like a bee flies past and sees this orchid flower, it thinks, wow, what a beautiful flower I have to pollinate. So the bee lands on the flower to drink some nectar and collect pollen. And if you're a bee, please don't eat my plants. When I was making this video, I thought it would be fun to include some real footage of an orchid mantis catching its prey. But when I searched online, I couldn't find any. Found lots of videos of people taking pictures of orchid mantises in the wild, but never any video of them actually catching anything. So I decided to make my own video with some toy insects and a model of an orchid mantis. Check it out right here. It's found in the tropical forests of Southeast Asia and Australia. But even in these areas, it's still very hard to find. See you next time. Malcolm Walker here. Till next time. Because of this, very little is known about the orchid mantis. You don't even know how long they live or how many there are in the wild. But then, the orchid mantis strikes with its huge forelimbs and grabs the bee before it even knows what happened. This is a rare gift. You may have seen a praying mantis before, but if you didn't look closely at what it was holding in its hands, you might have been tricked into thinking it was a flower. That S because the orchid mantis has evolved over time to look exactly like one of these orchid flowers. The biggest difference between the orchid mantis and other praying mantises is its color. While most praying mantises are green, the orchid mantis can be many different colors depending on the orchid it's mimicking. This allows it to blend in perfectly with its surroundings. But the reason it does this isn't just so that it can hide from predators. It also attracts its prey. Now, you're probably thinking, wow, that's a really weird way to get food. Why would an orchid mantis even evolve to do this? Well, it turns out that bees and other pollinators are much more likely to go to a brightly colored flower than a green one. So by evolving to look like this orchid, the orchid mantis gets a lot more bees and other pollinators to come close enough to eat them. The orchid mantis is a rare species of praying mantis that lives in only a few places in the world. What do you think? Would you want to be a bee that gets tricked by an orchid mantis? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.